What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I've been wanting to check out more cricket videos, and I got to see some game highlights and stuff. Some of those they get blocked sometimes. But figured out a way, or there is a way for me to post it. Sometimes I have to put the copyright on it or just fade it out a little bit, but you know, it just depends. It just depends on what channel is coming from, what source. But now we here with Cricket for Americans. Somebody sent me a request telling me, hey, check out Crickets for Americans. There's actually a channel, but I actually found this video as well. So I'm finna get another breakdown on how cricket is played. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Send down those recommendations.
So you want to know about cricket? Great. It's an excellent sport enjoyed by billions of people all over the world. And the rules are not at all confusing.
Oh.
Just kidding. They're pretty confusing.
Does Morton get back down the end before Chanderpaul can turn and get back? If he beats him back, Chanderpaul is out. Who's touched the bat first?
Have no fear, though. We're in this together, and we'll have you knowledgeably sipping tea and spectating at Lord's in no time. Okay, so first of all, let's get one thing out of the way. Despite the shared batting of pitch balls and affinity for standing around in fields of grass, the sport has very little in common with baseball. Sorry to disappoint, Americans.
See, from what I look, it's, I mean, it's a different style, but it looks the same. I mean, I wouldn't say look the same, but some of they have similarity. That's what I'm trying to say. They have a lot of similarities that I see.
Still, though, we'll use America's pastime as the starting reference point for convenience sake. Because, well, it's awesome, and the two do have some things in common. In baseball, the game is played within the confines of boundaries that determine whether a hit ball is fair or foul. But those don't exist in cricket. Instead, the entirety of the field is in play. A cricket field is made up of a large grass oval with a 66-foot-long playing area, or pitch, in the middle. Applied to baseball, this setup would have made Carlton Fisk's home run a lot less memorable. No dramatic waving declaring the ball fair at all. Set up on both ends of the pitch, the part in the middle, are what are known as wickets. Wickets are made up of 3 wooden poles, called stumps, which are hammered into the ground and connected on top by 2 horizontal wooden pieces, called bails. Among other things, the wickets are the bowlers, think pitchers, target. But we'll talk more about wickets later.
Okay, I had seen something talking about the bowlers, so I thought it was like bowling type of thing, but it was actually this. See, I watched another video, but this one kind of giving a little bit more details. You know, I didn't know the names. Because I was saying the picture, but now I know it's the bowler.
The wickets are the bowlers, think pitchers, target. But we'll talk more about wickets later. Cricket teams are made up of 11 players. All 11 play the field, and all 11 bat, most of the time. While cricket has innings, technically, they're very different from the sets of 9 innings that most Americans are used to watching. In most types of cricket matches, the type you're most likely to catch on TV at least, the teams bat only once. That's it. 2 innings, 1 time through the batting order each, for all the marbles. But there's a catch, pun intended. 2 batters are essentially up at any given time. And each batter, or batsman in cricketese, continues to hit until they're out. How do batsmen get out? Good question. There are a few different ways. First, if the bowler, again, the pitcher, is able to knock down either a stump or bail on a bowled ball.
Oh.
That is very good.
Dang, that was perfect.
The batter's strike zone is anywhere within their reach. If the ball is pitched beyond the batter's reach or behind the batter, in his natural stance at the wicket, then the pitch is deemed wide. Think like a ball in baseball, and the batting side is given an extra run. This ensures the fielding team bowls towards the batter and is not just chucking the ball in his general direction in order to get through the set number of overs. We'll explain overs in a minute. Second, a batsman is out if a hit ball is caught in the air by the opposing team.
Should be out.
The third way a hitting batsman can get out is where that second batsman comes into play, and where cricket gets exciting. While one batter, the striking batsman, is being bowled to, the other batter, the non-striking batsman, stands by the wicket on the opposite side of the pitch. Each time the ball is put into play, or hit, both batsmen run to the opposite side of the pitch as many times as possible. Each time they both do so successfully, it's a run. If the fielding team is able to throw the ball at the wicket, knocking down a stump or bail, or if it's thrown into the wicket keeper or bowler, who then does the same, before that batsman makes it back to the end the ball was thrown to, then he is out.
Okay, I seen that in the actual game. As I was looking, I started seeing that, of course, you can get out if they catch the ball, you hit the wickets. But then I didn't notice at first in the game, I didn't notice the two guys was running back and forth. Because, like I said, the video that was supposed to explain to me how cricket was supposed to be, it didn't explain the running back and forth. That's why I was like, oh, why those guys running back and forth? So I seen that was how the point system worked. Because then too, when they hit the ball and it hit like the little surrounding little I don't know what's those called they have on the ground, kind of covering or kind of outlining the field and stuff. Once they hit that, it was like an automatic 4 points. Once they hit it, if they hit it in the stands, automatic 6 points. I knew that. I seen that. But yeah, they did not explain this in that other video.
Now, yes, that all sounds very technical, but it essentially boils down to throwing the ball at a stick to get a guy out.
Oh, ball, Clint. Hit him, Matt. Oh, it's out!
Oh, wow.
As we said up top, this game is exciting. There are even home runs and grand slams. If the striking batsman...
So they got to just get their bat, or I don't know what's the thing they call that they hit it. I'm going to just say bat. So they got to get their bat across the line or their whole body. Because I know in baseball, like for the plates, you got to step on them. I mean, you can't even run with the bat, to be honest.
As we said up top, this game is exciting. There are even home runs and grand slams. If the striking batsman really puts a charge into the ball, sending it past the outer boundaries of the oval in the air, it's called a 6, good for 6 automatic runs. If the ball hits the ground before bouncing over the barrier, it's a 4, which, you guessed it, is good for 4 runs.
Okay.
This run scoring continues through the striking team's batting order, with the field of play flipping and the bowler changing after 6 bowled balls. In cricket terms, that batch of 6 is called an over. In most one-day matches, a cap of 50 overs is placed on each team, meaning essentially an upper limit of 300 bowls per inning. When a team hits that cap, no matter where they are in their batting order or with their run total, that inning is closed. In addition to reaching the set limit of overs, an inning can also end with 10 of the team's 11 batsmen eventually being retired. And the game will end if the second striking team scores enough runs to reach or beat the first team's score. The second team is essentially chasing the first team's score their entire inning.
Dang, y'all got to let me know if you're watching this. Will it be best to go first or best to go last? Because I know, like he said, there's really only 2 innings. They bat as many times as possible the first time. And, is it worth it for that team to be the first one at bat or the second to, catch the score, Me personally, I'm that person, like, if I see what somebody else does, I'll be trying, let me see if I can match that, Because it's hard when you set the standard and somebody come behind you, kind of be there. So I'll be like, let me see how they do it first. Let me see what they do. Let's see how much they get. Then be like, all right, that lets me know how much and what I got to do now,
That, ladies and gentlemen, is cricket. You now know enough to take in all the cricketing action your heart desires without feeling like a complete novice. Pretty cool, right?
Put a break on.
Yes? No? Well, hopefully that's an affirmative. But if this is all still too confusing for you, just remember, there's always baseball. A simple game that hinges on a human umpire's arbitrary, often inexplicable calls.
The throw, and they got him. No!
Oh, that was a horrible call.
A set of unspoken rules and
And he's
traditions.
got too much pine tar and
somehow, even more nuance and room for interpretation than its distant British cousin.
Dominguez has a rundown going on.
Much easier to follow.
Out that way. What an unusual way to
Dang, that sucked. Dude was safe and ain't calling him out. But yeah, definitely glad got to learn a little bit more about cricket. But I think probably should have watched that before I watched that first match. But watching the match highlights kind of gave me understanding too. I started picking up on some things, but definitely enjoy it. Definitely can't wait to get more into it and check out some more highlights. Like I said, sometimes they get copyrighted and blocked, but I usually put something over it or fade it out a little bit. But definitely interested. These some good matchups. These are good matchups. Good. I love this sport. So that's all I have for this video, guys. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Send down those recommendations. And y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.